Hello, good afternoon, and welcome. Daniel Jude Jennis here in London, central London to be exact. At the time is now, let's see now, 12:35 GMT time. Right, what are we going to discuss today? Let me see. I have a question for you. What is the, sorry, let me start again. What is the difference between yesterday's video diary entry and today? I'll give you a beat, a moment to think. Have you noticed? Yes? No? Okay, I'll tell you. I'm dressed exactly the same way as I was dressed yesterday. Not the same t-shirt and underwear, but I have a two sets of this t-shirts. So yeah, I always wear clean underwear, but that's way too much information. Notice anything else? Yes? No? Well, I'm not wearing my angel brooch, which I made into a necklace. If I was doing continuity, I'd probably get into a lot of trouble because I'm about what 99% dressed as the way I was yesterday, but I'm missing my bit of jewelry with my angel. But yeah, that's essentially it. Um, yeah, yeah, continuity. Let's discuss continuity. I mean, this is normally done in film and television by ladies, but that is the historical thing about that was that the secretaries that they employed on film companies, film sets were secretaries, so they would make a note of how a person was dressed at the end of the day, so that when they come back to shoot the scene next day, they've got all the notes and pictures to put everything right. But looking at films these days, some of them clearly continuity isn't being done properly, or it may just be that that scene that was shot the previous day. It will be too expensive to go back and shoot it, so they just rely on their ignorance. But not all of us are ignorant in that sense. In that some of us are very eagle-eyed, like the fans of what is it, Game of Thrones, with the coffee cup on the table. Well, well, that's something, but it does happen all the time. It doesn't happen all the time. So about me today, well, I've got a fair bit to do, paperwork as well. I've got a job application, a few job submissions I'm going to make for yours truly, and I'm going to do a bit of writing. I've come across some manuscripts that I wrote, stray thoughts really. I've looked at them and I can't identify what I was writing about. Well, I know what I was writing about, but I can't remember the reason why I wrote what I did. But I will be putting them up on my blog, which is danieljude.wordpress.com, and you can have a look and see for yourselves. Weather-wise, the weather started off exactly as it did yesterday. No Hurricane Dennis has affected London. We have strong winds, and it's bright and sunny this morning. Now it's grey and overcast, so I think we're going to get some rain. Probably sporadic, but we've got the strong winds. But we're not getting the kind of hurricane experience that one gets in the tropics or Florida, for example, though in certain parts of Wales and north of England, people have been flooded out. Something that happened once in a blue moon. There's a place, I can't remember where, in the north of England, where something like that kind of weather and flooding hasn't happened for 200 years. So clearly there is something about climate change. Won't even get onto that subject. My own personal view is that there is an issue about climate change, but I tend to think that it's man-made. If you'd like to know more about that, Google harp, HARP. This is not about the harp that angels play. This is about some facility that the U.S. military have where they fire, electricity up into the atmosphere, and doing that's going to have an effect on weather patterns. It may be one reason why we're having the kind of weather we're having. I think naturally the planet's getting warmer, but I think a lot of disasters we're seeing is not so much natural or nature, but man-made. People doing things in our name that we don't know about. But hey, that's something that one can look into. Me, I just have my views on certain things. I read a lot, and I look at YouTube a lot, which it has some fascinating videos of information on there that really makes one wonder just who is running things on this planet. Because from my research, it seems like we're being led and ruled and governed by sociopaths and psychopaths, to be quite honest. But again, that's a much deeper subject, whereas my little video diary is supposed to be light-hearted and informative in some way. So I don't really want to get into too much heavy stuff, but I've given you my time for today, so I will wish you all well, be good to each other, look after each other, and I look forward to talking to you again soon, probably tomorrow. Let's see. Anyway, have a good day. Bye now.